Hey guys, Dr. Norm. Pardon the voice. I had a couple of singing gigs this past weekend, and in Hawaii we have this phenomenon called VOG, which is volcanic fog. It's when the volcano on the Big Island is erupting. The volcanic ash can kind of blow over to Oahu, and then it just affects all of us here. But anyway, I was on Facebook this morning, and a friend of mine in Tennessee, not a chiropractor, she had said, I've been having these recurring headaches. Does anybody have any suggestions? And so obviously I wanted to go to the comment section and see if she had been to a chiropractor. And when I got to the comment section, there was tons of advice that ranged all over the place. And one lady said, you need to be taking 800 milligrams of magnesium on the first day, then 600 on the second, then 400 on the third. Somebody else said that she should be sniffing tea tree oil 3 times a day. Somebody else said she needs to soak her hands and her feet in warm water while she's got a bag of frozen peas on the back of her head. Now, while all of these, I think they have good intentions. Everybody here wants her out of pain. And while all of these could be plausible, I could see how each of these could potentially alleviate headache. Nobody had done an exam on this patient. Nobody had done I'm just going to call her a patient. Nobody had done a consultation on this patient. They just said, oh, headache, boom, here's what you do. And then it reminded me of a lot of these chiropractic groups on Facebook, whether they're alumni groups or technique groups or anything like that, masterminds or whatever you want to call them, where somebody will post and say, I have a patient who has, I don't know, blurry vision in the left eye. And if you read the comment section, everybody immediately jumps to a treatment and says they need to be doing, you know, you need to be putting them on a wobble board, or they need to be, you need to cut the sugar out of their diet, or you need to adjust atlas from the left or sacrum from the right, or whatever it is. The point I'm trying to make with this is giving that kind of advice, while that might work for a patient, or that might work, I'll even say it might work with the majority of patients. If we claim to be doctors of cause, we got to be finding the cause. So without doing a proper consultation and without doing a chiropractic exam on this patient, there's no way you're going to know what's causing it. Now, when I say doing an exam on a patient, I did say chiropractic exam. I don't necessarily think that you need to be doing the full orthoneuro package and you need to be percussing the abdomen on every single patient in order to find out medically what's wrong with them. You're not a medical doctor, and you shouldn't try to be one. So you should be checking them for subluxation. If they have a subluxation, then you should be putting together a plan to get rid of that subluxation. If it's not a subluxation, then they're not your patient. Send them out. And you don't need to know exactly where to send them. You just send them to their primary, or you can send them in the right direction. But if you say, oh yeah, this is not a subluxation, this is a tumor, you need to be going to this oncologist, well, now you just practice medicine without a license. So all you should be doing is saying, do you have a subluxation? Yes, no. If yes, here's how we're going to fix it. If no, you need to be out of my office because you're not my patient. So without knowing what's causing this person's headache, my friend's headache there, any type of advice, while well-intentioned and while plausible, might not be fixing her problem. So just be careful of that, especially when you're getting advice. You know, I'm a big fan of you guys going to seminars and you guys getting advice from people out in the field, but be careful. If that advice is saying, if symptom A, then treatment B, that's not a full picture. That's not the whole story. There are a lot of different causes for each kind of symptom. So you can't just say, okay, everybody with a migraine needs blah, blah, blah. Everybody with sciatica needs blah, blah, blah. You don't know that until you check that patient. Okay? So while you're in school and you're striving to be doctors of cause, just realize that you don't need a cookbook of, you know, a prescribed treatment for every symptom out there. You need to be able to find subluxation and fix subluxation. That's really where you should be focusing. Okay, so that's it for my rant for today. If you guys have any questions, as always, you can leave them below, or you can leave a question over at chirocompass.com, and I'll get it there. Okay, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.